So Sparta needed a walk and I needed to come to the Pokestop. Apparently somebody came and beat me up from yesterday, so I gotta walk closer, so I'm gonna beat them up. Oh no, I could do it. Right? Nope. Have to walk closer, but multitasking people, walking Sparta and going to defeat this gym again. Just have to walk closer. Come on. This way. That was like the most hilarious thing. Like, I get to the gym / Pokestop and literally there's this guy, like a soldier, pulling up, and I guess it was his Pokemon that I was defeating. I was like seconds of beating it, and then next thing I realized, like, the Pokemon got fed, and I was like, okay. And then he left, so I was like, okay, cool. You know? But it was just funny because he was looking at me like, is it really you that's like beating me right now? So in a bit, I'm gonna start cooking, but it was hot. But Sparta needed a walk, and that's like compromise. You know, I go to my Pokestop, he gets his walk, which he's like so happy about now. So today I did a late walk with Sparta to the Pokestop, and I also got Ron's phone and I did it for him. I think later it's better. It was like 7 o'clock, but it wasn't that dark out. So I'm just waiting on my coffee because it's making. And I saw, you probably know her, she's like a makeup guru. Her name is Amanda Insing, and she said that she uses honey syrup. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what she called it. And basically, you heat it up in like a little pan, not a little pan, but like little like pot, and it's honey and water, and then it turns into a sweetener, basically because you put it in your fridge, so you can put it in your iced coffee. So I'm gonna try it out. I'm still learning how to do like a good portion of like iced coffee, like how much ice to put and all that, mainly because I have like the hot coffee maker, so I don't have the actual, I don't know what it's called, that you could make cold brew with, so I have to wait for my coffee to like cool down. But whatever. Tomorrow is our first hangout, and basically in the youth now we're gonna have 3 different hangouts, and they distributed the I don't know what other word to use, but they distributed the kids from the youth. So tomorrow is our first hangout, and we are just so thankful that we got someone to host their house for us. And what else? Ron's gonna preach for the first time, and he's pretty nervous. He started looking at the message yesterday and was like practicing. But I have faith in him. I think he's gonna be good at it. I just think it's funny that God put me in this situation, because I've always told God, like, don't make me preach, like, just don't, like, it's not my comfort zone. I don't think, I did it once at my old church, and I was so nervous that I think I just went through everything. But then again, that was like 3 years ago, so yeah. I'm probably gonna watch the 70s show. I started rewatching it, and every time, mainly right now because I'm still in season 1, I keep looking at Donna's outfits and I'm like, I need that in my life. Ugh. And Jackie just cracks me up. Like, I think she's my favorite, but it's not that I'm like, oh my god, I love her character. It's more like I love her because her character makes me laugh because she's serious. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my Tuesday, and I had an online lecture, and yeah, so tomorrow probably gonna go buy a few decorations because we have like a team and we all voted to keep it simple. I don't know, like I want to keep that house as clean as possible because, you know, I want them to know that we're like taking care of their home, you know? So we'll see. So it is 10:11 and I'm almost done with this section, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Alright, so I totally forgot to bring my camera. Great, right? Went to go to errands. Got a 9 fat iced chai. Oh my god, I almost forgot what it was called. Not that iced chai. I went to go get some decorations because today is our first hangout and we're super nervous and excited. Yeah, I didn't get a lot because the team voted to keep it simple, so we did. And then look. I got this like, what is it? Container? Whatever, for my iced coffee, so I can put it in here and then just store it in the fridge. It's 2:19. We should be leaving from here like 5:30, 5:40 the latest. So I am going to just eat because I'm hungry. We had spaghetti yesterday and there's leftovers and it's really good. Especially because we used mild sausage. And I'm gonna watch the 70 shows and then I'm gonna do homework and then it should be time for me to start cooking. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? What's wrong? It says God bless Texas, closed on Sunday. Not a good enough reason, Chick-fil-A, I'm sorry, but sometimes I just really want to. Do you know where this song is from, what movie it's from? We're gonna get food before the hangout. I did my makeup in the car. And I found this shirt, which we're taking pictures. It's legit from Guatemala. And I saw it and I was like, huh? Yeah, Guatemala. And I was like, I have to wear it. Like, I love, this style is called típico. I love típico, that's why I have bags and, okay.
So, where you at? Oh!
Where'd you put it?
Right there.
Oh. Ron is really good at this game, it can get a little annoying.
Really? You're gonna let me win like that?
How am I gonna let you win?
You got 3 down, I can get either or.
Literally dropping Ron off to the desert like there's nobody. Like, okay. I'm only recording and driving because there's like nobody and it's like cruising basically. But I have to watch out because there's like a bunch of like wild rabbits and I do not want to like kill them. Alright, so I dropped Ron off at work. We were at Dave & Buster's like you guys saw. The chaplain of his battalion had kind of like a quick like chat with spouses about deployment coming up, and I am all for learning from people that have been in the military like obviously longer than us. And I really like what he talked about. I think the one thing that I took a lot of was have fun, as in like as a married couple, like when you go out or you have like date night, make sure it's just about fun, like you're not talking about your problems or like bills or whatever. But I really thought that was big. And he also talked about like it was your idea, each spouse, like it was your idea to get married. Like no one put a gun over your head, no one told you like you better get married, you know, like so you decided to get married, it was your idea, so therefore like through thick and thin, like you just have to like keep going at it. And he was just saying how in the military you have to be very like, you have to have that mentality in the military, like it was your idea to get married to someone in the military. He also talked about what else? The other thing that impacted me was stop blaming the army, because once again it was your idea to get married, because the army is like the easiest target to be like, oh, it's the army's fault, or because of the army. And I tend to do that. I tend to be like, oh, because of the army, like our lifestyle's like this. And I feel like by doing that I limit myself. And I found the thrift store on Post. I don't know if it's any good, but I've been so curious to come and try it out. So hopefully I find something good. Hopefully. And I went to Starbucks. Barista recommendation was on point today. Okay, so I feel like I scored in this thrift store adventure of mine today. They had lunch boxes. I might go back and get this. They had like a got a Star Wars one and a Snoopy one, and they're legit like vintage. And look what I found, and my sister sent me money for it, and it's for my niece. This is so vintage, you guys. Like, what? What? It's a lunchbox. It's like the cutest thing. Okay, so this is what I found. So this is what I found clothing wise, and this is what happens when I'm watching the 70s show and I'm getting like inspiration. Found this shirt, which I'm so happy because it reminds me of this shirt Donna was wearing, and I kept thinking to myself, oh my god, like that t-shirt, like it's basic but it's not. I found this shirt, which, come on, let's be honest, it's like, it's so 70s. And I found plaid pants. This is what I'm probably most happy about. I found plaid pants, which I'm so happy, way cheaper than, I was gonna buy some, as you guys saw at Target, but I just felt like they were overpriced. And I found books. A quarter, 50 cents. What? So the author of this book, I read his other book, which I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically in a two women's perspective about they had to get married to the same man, which was awesome. And I heard this is a really good book, so I'm happy. One quarter. The Notebook. Nicholas Sparks is just really good. He's just really good. Like, we cannot deny that. And it was a quarter, so why not? And then, I'm gonna be so honest, I bought this and it caught my attention because it was Oprah's book club. And I actually have heard that she has great recommendations. And I read the summary, and apparently it's about a woman with her 10-year-old son and how she tells her life story, basically, of how she fell in love with this guy at 19 years old, and they got married and it went all bad. So yeah, unless you like vintage styles and you like to thrift shop, you cannot understand how good of a feeling it feels. And I feel like because I've been watching that 70s show, it's been giving me like outfit ideas. Okay, someone is like pushing me out, but yeah. But now I seriously have to eat something and I have to do homework. I don't know why you're crying. This is what happens when I leave them too long. Just buying more uniforms. They're expensive. Let me see, try it on. No, no, definitely not. Good morning, everybody. So I'm gonna have oatmeal today. I usually put 1 tablespoon of sugar and banana on top to make it sweeter. So now to make my coffee, I have my coffee cubes in there, and you guys saw that I showed you this little container that I bought. Probably just gonna use what's left, all of it, and then I'll just add some brew today in the morning. And here's the honey syrup. I have it in this little container, and I leave it in the fridge as well. And I ran out of 2% milk, so I'm gonna use almond milk, and I'll make this right now. And there's my breakfast, and then I always put like a straw. If you like bittersweet flavors, then this is going to be bomb for you. If you like super sweet things like Ron, he didn't really like it because he likes it to be like candy. I always have water on the side because I need to hydrate myself. Coffee is going to do the exact opposite. So yeah, my breakfast, and I'm going to go watch the 70s show before doing homework. So I put the unicorn wall stickers. Makes me so happy. And they're right next to Stitch. Our second room is just like, I don't know, a big kid's room, or just a bunch of stuff that we like. So we got unicorns, Stitch, Star Wars, move the books, Harry Potter, Wonder Woman, and more movie posters. Our second room is just, oh, and R2-D2. So, oh yeah, Big Zero. Big Hero. Oh my god. Our second bedroom is just like, it's so awesome. There. Who got promoted?
I did. My concussed self got promoted.
He also has a small concussion. So it's been a bittersweet day. We're at Independent Burger, which is like this place out here in El Paso. It's supposed to be good. We're gonna celebrate someone's birthday. Let's do this. I mean, I'm not being an army wife, babe. We got promoted. We got promoted. Grocery day. I've only used my crock pot like once before. My mom gave us this as one of like our wedding presents, and I did like a already made soup, but this time I put everything individually. Like, you know how they sell those pre-made crock pot soups, but this was not it, and I did Toscana. Oh my god, so bomb. The easiest thing I've ever cooked in my life. I literally let it cook here for about 5 hours, and dinner was ready. Well, this is what we're having for dinner: Toscana soup. So first, let's take the obvious. I have a black wig on. I'm just kidding. I dyed my hair black. I just couldn't deal with red hair, and then my roots showing and all that. But I've had red hair for 4 years, so you know that's a lot of dye. And without even trying, I now have black cherry hair. It's basically black hair but with red tones in the sunlight. I figured this is just okay for now that I have like black cherry hair, and then when I go back to LA, maybe hopefully I can work something out with my sister-in-law, because she's a hairstylist, but she's super booked and she works at this like bougie hair salon. So
I'm never gonna forget when he went to those 2 gay guys out there. Someone, do you remember?
oh yeah, they were funny. They were really funny.
Especially when they hit on me.
Did they hit on you?
That's what you think.
So we were at church. We literally were there for like 10 minutes, and then Ron got called into work. Uber was like $20-something, so it was ridiculous. So we're going back to his job when we were at church, and I think this is what's shocking about being in the military. Like, this isn't surprising to me anymore. This is like those things that being in the military sucks, because it's Sunday. He should have his day off, like, you know, but no, it doesn't exist. So we're on our way back. But on the bright note, I got a pumpkin spice latte that the coffee shop started making, and it's actually really good. So that's a plus side.
You say it's better than Starbucks?
It is better than Starbucks. But then again, I've never had the frap at Starbucks. Like, they just have like ice cream. So yeah, black hair, don't care. Black hair is my natural hair color, and I think when you're in high school and it's like forbidden, you know, your parents don't want to pay for it, like you want your hair a different color, but you don't realize the maintenance of it. So we're at Ron's job. I am in the car waiting, and I am just gonna watch that 70s show on my phone while I wait, because I have no idea how long we're gonna be here. If you've dyed your hair, do you feel like a new person when you get a new color? Like, even though black is my natural hair, I feel like a new person. Like, who is this? Like I said, I just wasn't surprised, because this is just what happens, especially when we have one car, but especially when we're together, you know? But although I am mad, I know he's even madder, and that makes me not want to be mad and just let him know it's fine. I know that sounds cheesy and you're probably going to think it's ridiculous, but I know he feels bad because, one, not only did he not get to enjoy church, I didn't get it to enjoy church. I guess what I'm just trying to say is being a military spouse means that in a way, like, you're a cheerleader for them, because they really don't get days off. Like, if they get called after work hours or they get called in the weekends, they have to come. And yeah, like, I wish we could have stayed at church, but this is our lifestyle. And there's no point in getting mad. It's kind of like the chaplain said this week. Like, I cannot blame the Army, because this, you know, we picked this lifestyle. But it's okay if I say I picked this lifestyle, but when people tell me, like, well, you picked this life, like, it just gets me so mad. I don't know if there are any other military spouses that feel that way, but I hate it. Like, that's not gonna help me. I know that, but anyways. So just an FYI, like, I feel like that's something I've learned as a spouse in the military, that I'm going to be his cheerleader, and we have to make the most out of things. Alright, so we got Chipotle, got John's bowl, we got the queso thingy-majiggy. I'm like about it. Well, all of my family hasn't seen my new hair, but when my sister was like, why'd you go back to black? And I was like, cause red was just too much high maintenance. If I had the money to go to a salon every 2 weeks or a month for someone to do it for me, hell, I'd keep it. But the way my bank account works is that but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, go and click that button and make my day. We're probably gonna watch the new episode of Rick and Morty. Pickle Rick! I think Pickle Rick is my favorite Rick right now. What's your favorite Rick? Tiny Rick? Pickle Rick? Which one? And yeah, so Raul was supposed to go out to the field next week. We still don't know. They haven't said, like, no, but they haven't said pack up. So we're kind of like, so he may be here next week, he may not. Hopefully he is. Kind of makes me sad that they want to take him 2 weeks this month, 2 weeks in October, because that's a month, and that cuts down our time. And I should be back in LA mid-November. So that kind of sucks, and it kind of makes me sad. But what's that phrase? We're just trying to roll with the punches. I think that's the phrase. Hopefully he doesn't go out to the field this month. I know for sure he's supposed to next month. Maybe that'll change, but yeah, because I really don't want our time to be cut in half. Not even in half, cut. Like, I don't want our time to get even more shorter. But fingers crossed. Prayers our way. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next week. You never talk in the vlogs. Is there anything you want to say? Bye.
Go Seahawks, live long and prosper. Eat your veggies. Yeah.
Bye.